way to end the season than with a win from the world #1, Gino Titikul.
She just won $4 million in a single tournament, but that's not even the craziest part. What's up, golf fans? If you're not watching Gino Thitikul right now, you're missing out on history. Just hours ago, the 22-year-old Thai superstar walked away with the biggest check in women's golf history, broke a 22-year-old record, and solidified herself as the undisputed queen of women's golf.
Way to end the season than with a win from the world #1, Gino Titikul.
Incredible. I mean, like, incredible, extremely happy for sure to be able to, defend the titles.
And an unreal par save on 14.
That is a great looking shot. Pretty much what she did last year.
Help draw. Don't think she can carry that right bunker today.
Gino Thitikul goes back-to-back at the CME Group Tour Championship, playing like there was never a doubt.
Before we dive into this insane story, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because this is the kind of content you cannot miss. Let's break down everything that just happened. Gino Thitikul just won the CME Group Tour Championship for the second consecutive year, taking home another $4 million prize, the largest prize in women's golf history. Let me put this in perspective. Only 3 times in LPGA history has a player made $4 million in an entire season. Lorena Ochoa in 2007, Lydia Ko in 2022, and Nelly Korda in 2024. Gino just made that in 4 days. She finished at 26 under 262 for a 4-shot victory over her fellow Thai golfer Pajari Ananarkarn, who took home $1 million for second place. This makes Gino only the second player ever to win back-to-back CME Group Championships, joining Jin Young Ko. That's legendary company. If you're already feeling the excitement, hit that like button and let's keep going because it gets even better. Okay, this is where things get absolutely insane. Gino's scoring average of 68.681 set a new scoring record for the LPGA Tour, breaking Annika Sorenstam's mark of 68.697 from 2002. Let that sink in. Thitikul becomes only the 3rd player in LPGA history to break the 69 mark for a season, joining Sorenstam and Lydia Ko. This record stood for 22 years. Think about that. 22 years of the greatest golfers in the world trying to beat it, and Gino just casually broke it at age 22. The symmetry is perfect. One final birdie on the 18th hole gave her the lowest scoring average in tour history. Talk about clutch. Make sure you're subscribed because we're about to talk about all the awards she just won. This victory locked up the LPGA Player of the Year award and the VAR trophy for the lowest scoring average, the 2 biggest awards in women's golf. Gino wins the VAR trophy for the 2nd consecutive year, making her one of the most consistent players in LPGA history. And remember, she's the world #1 who replaced Nelly Korda at the top of the rankings this year. So let's recap what Gino accomplished in World #1 ranking Player of the Year, VAR trophy 2nd year in a row, broke Annika's scoring record, back-to-back CME championships, $4 million in prize money. This girl is on a different level. Time to talk money because these numbers are ridiculous. In just 4 years on the LPGA, Gino has now earned $17,369, $400. That's over $17 million at age 22. But wait, it gets better. Gino was the fastest player on tour to reach $8 million, $9 million, $11 million, $12 million, and now $13 million. She won $6,059 and 309s on the LPGA Tour just in 2024, breaking the record for the best single season in terms of earnings in LPGA Tour history. And here's a fun fact, Annika Sorenstam still tops the all-time career money list with $22,583 toured. At this pace, Gino could break that record in just a few years. Oh, and remember, she also clinched a $1 million bonus through the Aon Risk Reward Challenge this week, so it was actually a $5 million week for Gino. Share this video with anyone who needs to see what hard work and dedication can achieve. But let's talk about the real story behind this success, because it's not just about the money or the trophies. Gino started playing golf at age 6, and by the time she was 9, she wanted to quit. She'd go straight from school to the driving range and wished she could just hang out with her friends on the playground. But Gino knew from an early age that golf was an investment in the future. By 13, she understood that golf could take care of generations of her family. She said, "That's why it's kind of reminding me every day that I've been here, that whatever ranking I am, whatever position that I finish in each tournament, I be able to take care of them. This isn't just a golf story, this is a story about family, sacrifice, and the power of knowing your why." With her parents only traveling to events in Asia, the Dallas-based Thitikul relies heavily on her team, who showered her with champagne on the 18th green. Let's talk about just how dominant Gino has been this season. She won 3 times in 2024 on the LPGA Tour, and with only 2 repeat winners in the season, Thitikul's 3 titles make her the winningest player of. She also finished runner-up 4 times, including a playoff loss to Grace Kim at the Amundi Avian Championship, so she was in contention to win 7 tournaments this year. And here's what Nelly Korda herself said about Gino. "I've played with her a lot over the past 2 years, and I would say that she rarely ever has a mishit. That's kind of what you have to do to be on top of the game, and that's what she's doing. When the previous #1 player in the world says you rarely have a mishit, you know you're doing something special." Nelly Korda becomes the first golfer since Tiger Woods in 2010 to go from a 7-win season to not winning the following year, showing just how hard it is to stay at the top. But Gino, she's making it look easy. Let me paint you a picture of how this final round went down. Gino started with a 6-shot lead over Nelly Korda, so you'd think it was smooth sailing, right? Wrong. Fellow Thai golfer Pajari Ainanarkarn made it a game with 5 birdies and 7 holes to pull within 2 shots going to the back 9. The pressure was on, but what did Gino do? Thitikul birdied the 10th and 13th holes to restore her lead to 5 shots, then cruised to a 4-shot victory. That's ice in her veins. That's championship mentality. And the best part, her fellow Thai friend Pajari Ainanarkarn, who won $1 million for 2nd place, said, "I'm just really happy with how I was able to perform well and to celebrate my friend for back-to-back wins." That was pretty cool. That's pure class from both players. So where does Gino go from here? Well, buckle up, because the future is insanely bright. At just 22 years old, Gino has 7 LPGA Tour victories, over $17 million in career earnings, world #1 ranking player of the year, all-time LPGA scoring record, back-to-back CME championship. The only thing missing from her resume, a major championship. But with her consistency and scoring ability, it's only a matter of time. She's worked with her caddy Banpat Boon Pisasiri since age 16, and instructor Chris Asalapamunporn since age 15. Her manager, Jack Netawanakul, has known her for a decade. That loyalty and team chemistry is what builds dynasties. The LPGA announced that in 2025, total purses will increase to $131 million over 33 events, and you can bet Gino will be competing for a huge chunk of that. So there you have it. Gino Thitikul just had one of the most dominant seasons in LPGA history, capped off by a $4 million payday and breaking Annika Sorenstam's 22-year-old scoring record. From a 9-year-old who wanted to quit to the undisputed #1 golfer in the world, Gino's story proves that when you know your why and you're willing to sacrifice for your dreams, anything is possible. Which part of this story inspired you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you loved this video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the more incredible golf content, and share this video with everyone who needs to see what greatness looks like. Hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop new videos covering all the biggest moments in golf. Thanks for watching, and remember, champions aren't born, they're made through hard work, sacrifice, and an unshakable belief in themselves. Gino Thitikul just showed us exactly what that looks like. See you in the next video. Let's go.